MAGA-themed wedding pays tribute to Trump. How empty is your life when you make your wedding about another man? Yeah, like, I don't care what your political standpoint is here. Why? Just why? Hey everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to facepalm, where we're going to be looking at really stupid people doing really stupid things. And it technically is good to watch because it makes us feel better about ourselves. Because these people are just very, very stupid. Enjoy! Florida Republican Senator Rick Scott wants schools open, but said on Fox Business Network today that his grandchildren will not be attending. They will be distance learning. Think smart, Rick. You couldn't possibly put your child in danger, could you? But, every other child, they're not yours. If you're having a bad day, remember that we unloaded 6,000 bricks in the wrong address. That's gotta suck. That's really gotta suck. Apparently this is Trump's wall on the Mexican border collapsing due to high winds. That does not look very sturdy. I didn't even think he had the wall up, to be honest. But surely if winds could take it down, then it's not a very good wall. I thought you had the best walls. Apparently this is real. Okay, so Trump with the kids, yeah, that's a very nice thing to do, but that's his page. It's painting the American flag just a bit wrong, you literally have one pinned to your suit, like really? I presume this is the behind the scenes for a movie set? With threads like these, I can't lose. Okay, but why is there a white guy playing an Egyptian? Whoa, please tell me you're joking. That is Rami Malek. He is Egyptian. It's like people will be like, he looks white, so he shouldn't be playing that. It's like, there's probably a lot of white people that have played Egyptians, but you picked the one Egyptian. Breaking news, a bar worker was shot. In the background, bartender wanted. Waste no time, we gotta get that second job filled in right away. A sinkhole roughly the size of 6 to 7 washing machines has closed the northbound lanes of State Line Road near 100th Street in Kansas City, Missouri. God, Americans will measure with anything but the metric system. Why washing machines as well? Why? Undecided question. What's the dumbest rumor you've heard about yourself? When I was in middle school, people were saying that I was homeschooled, even though I went to school. That must have been like the dumbest bully ever. Like some guy goes, "Hey guys, I heard Jimmy gets homeschooled." Psst. Jimmy's like, "No, bro, I'm right here. I literally don't get homeschooled. I'm at the same school as you." "Yeah, sure you are, Jimmy." Psst, everyone, Jimmy gets homeschooled. Everyone's like laughing. You're like, why? Why am I here? I tweeted about how Europe is handling the pandemic better than America, and a bunch of people in my mentions are telling me to go live in Europe, and I'm like, I can't, because Americans aren't allowed in because of how badly we're handling the pandemic. And I've just read the best reply. Telling people to move to another country for insulting their home country is the same as the kids' insult, "If you like it so much, why don't you marry it?" And it couldn't be more right. Just found out my co-worker is an anti-vaxxer. We're microbiologists. Guess one thing to add is that we should all be willing to lose friendships with people that have shameful ideals like this. Don't let yourself be surrounded by dipshits. This is like the equivalent of being a flat earther and also a professional astronaut or something. Like, yeah, I have seen the spherical earth, but I don't believe it. A guy says he was questioned on a plane for doing math during a flight. A woman sitting next to the Ivy League economist told the flight crew she had security concerns about the man after seeing him write in a foreign script. It turned out to be a differential equation. Just a bit different. A bomb or a differential equation. I don't even think this needs a caption. He's just so like, I don't know what to do. I think he's done the same thing on his head as well. Someone was painting him hair on and then they just got stuck, so they just gave up. Google says, protect yourself and everyone around you. Wear a mask and help slow the spread of COVID-19. That's a pretty normal, generic thing to say, yeah? And then, we will not wear masks. We will not stay inside. We will continue to have huge parties. We will continue to interact physically with strangers. The rest of the world may be willing to lay down and roll over for the government, but USA are more smarter than they are. I just want to say I'm so sorry to probably 95 to 98% of Americans, because this is how the entire world sees you right now, as this person in this tweet. Yeah, that's it, if you wanted to know. I'm pretty sure you probably knew, but Every gamer's reaction upon finding a blood-covered room. Ooh, well, that's not good. I'm pretty sure that is not exclusive just to gamers. Yeah, I don't think non-gamers would go into a blood-filled room and be like, oh, this is awesome, let's go. This morning, the young barista woman told me that a customer came in with a mask but not wearing it. When she asked the customer to put on her mask, please, the woman said, why? There's no one in here. What about the person you're talking to? Oh, never mind, baristas aren't real humans, that's why the Karens always treat them so bad. My uncle is explaining to me, a final year genetic engineering student, that preferring a boy child is not sexist because boys carry the most important genetic components of the family line, and a girl's genetic code changes when she is married off to another family. I'm in awe. Like, you could explain this to someone dumb on Facebook, maybe, but she's a genetic engineering student. She knows more than you. His logic is probably like, well, what's her second name? Yeah, it changed when she got married. That means the boy carries the big genes. 5 to 10 seconds 5G typically leads to tunnel vision and then loss of consciousness. We have proof. Stop 5G. Oh wow, they actually have proof? I need to read this just so you know I know both sides. Our tolerance of G-forces depends not only on the magnitude and duration of the acceleration or deceleration, but also on the orientation of our body. We are most vulnerable to a force acting towards the feet, because this sends blood away from the brain. 5 to 10 seconds at 4 to 5G vertically typically leads to tunnel vision and then loss of consciousness. And then they didn't think about reading the next bit of fighter jets can pull up to 9G vertically. Wow, this 9G now, this must be like incredibly bad for us. Grow your own vaccinations. The word vaccine comes from the Latin word vaccinium, which means berry. It means vaxa, which means cow. This term was used because of the cowpox, which you would know if you took 2 seconds out of your day to check. But nah. This vegan sushi burger, which looks pretty good to be fair. Vegans will literally do anything except just eat meat. Yeah, that's the whole point. But to be fair, that does look kinda good. I kinda wanna try this. I don't know why people are scared of chupacabras. They seem so nice. Aw, look how friendly he looks with everything. A chupacabra is a mythical creature that drains goats of blood in Mexico. That is a capybara. Tomato, it's the same thing. Who fixes a clock like this? Hey, just stick a smaller one on it, you tape it shut. Yeah, there's no point taking it apart and putting new batteries in it. That would take too long. This image is probably the most accurate visual representation of the United States education system. You see, I disagree. I don't think it's accurate enough. I think that smaller clock should have been replaced by a digital one, and a 12-hour one at that. None of this 24-hour BS. We don't want that. This person literally drove to another state to avoid using a mask. Me driving to Idaho to buy groceries due to the Washington mask mandate. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Why? I mean, it's just cringe, isn't it? I'm no longer using stoplights. It's the government's way of trying to tell me what I do with my own car, and I'm not going to be controlled. You are sheep if you use stoplights. Other people aren't my responsibility. They should look out and make sure I'm not coming. Like, yeah, this is 100% a parody and not actually a real statement, I hope, but people are actually gonna read this and be like, you know what? Yeah, the government are controlling where my car can go, and there's gonna be a car crash because of it. So don't do this, please. Listen to the stoplights, and if it says stop, stop. Don't disobey them. Thank you. Imagine if we lived in the 1800s. We'd have to print off memes and mail them to each other. Read that back to yourself. Yeah? Read it again, but slower. What? Oh, they didn't have printers in the 1800s. They didn't have printers in the 1800s. Yep, that's the thing. A Texas man forges wife's signature and divorces her without her knowing. I guess that's illegal, right? I mean, forging a signature is illegal, but why not just get a divorce? Should British schools be forced to teach Arabic numerals so all children can understand them? Oh, not in my lifetime. Never. They're in Britain. They should be all learning the language of the land and speaking it as well. Oh, never. Should never be asked. Trying to turn our country into a foreign land for the indigenous. What? Forced? No. The Arabic numerals? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder if any of these Googled anything before they commented. Probably not, right? Ah, this nice picture of the Christmas tree at Christmas time. Why do you have a framed picture of your ceiling fan? Oh, yeah, they do. How strange. It's definitely not a mirror or anything. It's just a picture of the ceiling fan. Honestly, though, that would be a pretty awesome thing to have a picture of. Do you know what else is going to be really awesome for you to have a picture of? God, I really ruined that. Well, one of these videos, you can click on screen right now. You could have a picture of them, or just watch them, and you might enjoy them. Thanks.